Okay, let's. Uh, all right, making sure everything is good here. Yeah, I got to talk about this, because this, ladies and gentlemen, this is proof of a lot. Hopefully I could be heard. Okay, I think I'm good. All right, so Xbox gamers play more games than PlayStation 5 or streaming players. Uh-oh. That's all I could say. This is, and the article's going to listen. I don't care if it's through Game Pass. I don't care if it's through people buying games or whatever. Right? Okay. Let's remove that. All right. Yeah. So today I'm going to talk about how Xbox players play more games, um, why that's a big deal, and then we're going to enjoy the rest of our day. All right. Yeah, so new report. Saw this yesterday. Shout out to the new legal and his crew. They talked about this last night. Um, about how Xbox users reportedly play more games than PlayStation 5 or Steam players. And there's one big reason. That's the name of the article. But hey, let's break it down. PS5 and PC may have a larger player base than Xbox these days, but Xbox apparently still has the other platforms beat in one metric. According to a new report, Xbox users play more games than their PlayStation 5 and Steam counterparts, and it's due to Game Pass. So off the bat, yeah, Xbox gamers are playing more games, and this is something that Sarah Bond said years ago. When I say years ago, it might even be as far as 5. Uh, Hold on here. Yeah, sorry, folks. Yeah, it might be as high as 5 years ago. It might be as high as 5 years ago. She was saying, "Hey, our statistics showed that Game Pass users buy and play more games," and everybody tried to call her a liar. Everybody tried to call her a liar, which at the time I'm saying, first of all, that's what I called it. Yeah, they're gonna call it a liar, but at the same time, I was saying, hey, she works at Microsoft, y'all. She sees numbers that we'll never see. So now that an analytic company broke it down, it turns out, yeah, Xbox gamers are playing more games, and this is important. And this is something that this is why as they say, the Game Pass effect, right? Where anytime a game hits Game Pass, they see a rise in player base, a bump in sales, and things like that. Because it's a big deal when that Xbox gamers play more games. All right. Um, and by the way, this also makes Game Pass looks good too, because this platform has the people who are playing the most games, trying different games, or however it's put, and that's a good thing. It's a great thing. That's what makes Xbox so great, right? Is that we're not only playing the same old. Yo, Black Mamba, yeah, man, yeah, Shadow dropping lies, yeah, exactly. Just be coming out the woods, just be coming out of nowhere with them. I know, man. I got to do better. I got to do better. But sheep, man, you know how it is, man. Life is life, man. Life is life. Yeah, yeah. But Black Mamba, listen. There's one thing you can't. There's one thing that's undeniable now. We Xbox gamers, we play our games. You see, and so don't. This is why I've been saying for years. Don't let anybody tell you anything, man. Don't let them tell you what to enjoy, what to think, or nothing. Because if you playing games on Game Pass, great. Keep enjoying Game Pass. Screw all that. Oh, but you're just renting games. You're paying for a service. Use it. All right. And I get it. I know a lot of them are still paying for their Netflix, right? They're still playing for their Disney Plus. All right. And do you think, and do you think that they sit there like, man, um, I don't own my TV shows. I can't enjoy it. Nah, that's bullshit. Black Mom said, anybody that pays attention to the news and are real knows Xbox gamers are real gamers. We buy and play more games. PlayStation fans are largely casuals. That is spot on there, Black Mamba. PlayStation, listen, they were the casual console with the PS2. They were the casual console with the PS4, and they're the casual console now. All right. All that happens is people who only play their Call of Duties and their NBA 2Ks, and that's why they're best selling games. By the way, there's a report not too long ago, Black Mamba, that showed the games that made the most money on PlayStation was mostly Call of Duty, and I think games like Minecraft and stuff. Yes, it's the casual console. They aren't buying God of War. They aren't buying Spider Man 2 like that. They aren't buying Horizon Forbidden Entertainment like that. All right. They didn't buy Death Stranding 2. They're not going to buy Ghost of Yotai next month. They're not. They're not going to buy them in no large numbers. And so it's not going to matter when IGN gives that game a 9 and it gets all this praise. And out of the so-called 80 million consoles that Sony pretends was sold, it was shipped, not sold. But that's another topic. When that happens, right? And Sony pulls that, and Ghost of Yotai sells what? Maybe 2 million at the end of the year. It's not going to impress nobody. Right? It's just not, man. And meanwhile, with this, by the way, October is loaded on Xbox and Game Pass. Absolutely loaded, man. Um, Ninja Gaiden, Keeper, The Outer Worlds 2, 3 first-party games day one on Game Pass. One of them is a console exclusive in Keeper. And that's not talking about some other games that's coming out next month. Like that Vampire the Masquerade 2, that looks like it could be pretty good. And some other games off the top of my head. And then Call of Duty Black Ops 7. That releases in November, halfway mid-November. Right? And Xbox gamers are going to keep playing and playing and playing. So yeah. So Xbox gamers are playing a lot of games, They are. And so it's based off data collected by Ampere Analytics. Xbox users on the average played almost 6 games each. That's significantly more than Steam's 4.5 games and PlayStation's 3.7 games per month, it seems. And then again, extremely common, I think, with Game Pass, right, where you're playing games, and when you're playing more games, you're trying more games and stuff like that, and I'm sorry, let me get my mind right here. Yeah, on Xbox, you're playing more games, right? And yeah, so what does this do when you play more games? It means that you get more experience. You get a better view of what's out there. Games is more than just the typical COD 2K Madden rotation, basically. And a lot of that is Game Pass. Because one thing that I've noticed from Game Pass subs is what, hey, we oh yeah, a lot of Game Pass goes. What do they say? I play games I probably would have never bought. Right? That's a common phrase. Yeah, I played games I would have never bought if it wasn't for Game Pass. Now that doesn't really apply to me because I play everything, man. I play everything. But for a lot of people, yeah, it does. It does. Um, yeah. Let's see. It says, however, Inferior suggests that Xbox players are spending less overall time playing games compared to PlayStation 5 and Steam. While this dynamic has often been true in the past, Inferior suggests that in August it was particularly unbalanced. Xbox user played 7.5 hours, much lower than PlayStation 5's 12 and 11.9. Well, yeah, yeah, and I think that less play time is jumping through different games. Look, when you're playing more games, it means you're spending less time on others, right? So if I'm playing Mafia, boom, beat Mafia, jump on to say Yakuza. You play Yakuza, you see something hit Game Pass, right? Boom, you play that. You play, you done played the new game. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that also happens a lot through the Game Pass. You're jumping from game to game to game a lot more twice, right? And that's what PlayStation have twice the install base. That's proof that the install base is fraudulent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen, people like 100 and go follow 100. Absolutely excellent channel. Have been saying for years that they don't buy their games, they don't play their games like that, right? They've been saying that forever. And now it's turning out, yeah, that might be true. Hell, we saw that with what's that game of the year they had last year? What is that game of the year? The Astrobot. Astrobot. But how Astrobot only sold like 1.5 million and was outsold by like Forza on PlayStation. Yeah. So and that's what happens with casuals. Casuals don't care about some of the more intricate, smaller games, the indies or double A games or anything like that. They only care about the big boys. Sony said this years ago too. They knew they don't buy games. Yeah, and that's why more games are going to come to Xbox. That's why more games are going to come to Xbox because of stuff like that. And I know that they're still there. A lot of them are still in the denial phase. Black Mamba, they're still in that phase of, oh, the single player games, they're never going to hit Xbox. All right, keep saying that because the meltdown when you end up being wrong again is going to be hilarious, right? Because remember, Sony would never put their games on PC. That's what y'all are saying as far back as 2018. And that turned out to not be true. Then Sony would never put their games on other platforms. Well, then they brought that Horizon Lego game to Nintendo, just brought Helldivers to Xbox. If you don't think the next step are the single player games, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell them, Black Mamba, because then at that point they're just not paying attention, man. And if you want to live in that bubble, go ahead. All right. Listen, I listen, guys. I admit I made the mistake of listening to Xbox when they said it was just 4 games at the beginning of 2024. Right now, damn near everything is coming to PlayStation. Hey, I was wrong. I made the mistake. I made the mistake of thinking that the head of corporations that their plans weren't going to pivot so fast. Hey, it happens. And the PlayStation fans, y'all need to do the same. Y'all need to understand that Sony business comes before your exclusive loyalties. Exclusive loyalties that don't matter because exclusives haven't been the biggest seller on these consoles in over a decade now. Since the 360 days, the exclusives hasn't been the biggest selling games. Hell, on PlayStation, that might have never been true. Right, because games like GTA were the biggest selling games on the PS2, like your GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas. They were all often the biggest selling games on that console. So I'm not even sure if on PlayStation specifically, if exclusive selling was the biggest selling games on them consoles was ever true. I would have to do more research. That's why I'm saying, not saying it so definitively, right? Black Mamba said, Sony just stalling. They just like their fans. They don't want to put the single players, but they have no choice. They literally don't have nothing else. Yeah, exactly, Black Mamba. That's why Horizon's going to hit, Spider-Man. All that shit's going to be on Xbox one day. All right. First of all, these games cost has a just the budgets are just too big. All right, you can't make 100, 200, 300 million dollar budget games, and they just sell 3 million copies on a single platform. Sorry, them days are over. You know, and so Sony's gonna pull the wool over your eyes for a little while. All right, they're gonna make these games time exclusive, like they did with Spider-Man 2. Had you thinking it was only on PlayStation, then less than a year later it hit the PC. Yeah, they're gonna do that shit, right? That but at the end of the day, they're doing exactly what Xbox is doing. The so-called leader, the so-called market leader, got a copy third place. How does that make any sense? It doesn't. It said back to the article. It said it's worth noting that these trends vary considerably over time as different games releases dominate certain months. The upcoming launch of Black Ops 7, for instance, will likely rebalance game time across the platforms, as Xbox users will receive it in Game Pass. Despite this variance, the general dynamic is still resilient. Xbox users leverage Game Pass to sample far more games than players on other platforms, but they tend to spend less time gaming per month. Yeah, and as I broke down, the less time gaming is because they're jumping through games. It's not a game time issue. Every year Xbox, they do their Xbox gamers played billions upon billions of hours per month. I mean, per year, right? But yeah, 100%. 100% Xbox gamers are jumping into more games, man. Um, Same, Melinda. I really thought the heavy hitters wouldn't go multi-plat. Yeah, yeah, man. I thought so too. Look, I listen. I've had my share of predictions. I would have never in a million years, Black Mamba, predicted that. Hey, what up, Faded Blaze? Man, the homie Faded Blaze done popped in. Yeah, I know I'm shadow drop like Black Mamba says. Shadow drop this live stream, guys. But I want to talk about this, and I got a lot of free time right now, so I figured why not. But yeah, back to what Black Mamba said. Same. I really thought the heavy hitters wouldn't go multiplayer. Yeah, man. Same here. Same here. If you would have listened, that I would have listen. Okay, I could have believed something. Something like Doom or Indiana Jones would go multiplat. Something like those Bethesda games. All right, I can understand. But Forza, Gears, and Halo's going to be on PlayStation soon enough as well. Whether it's the Master Chief Collection or Infinite, most likely the Master Chief Collection. If I was a betting man, but when all that shit, listen, I didn't see that coming. I'm not sure if Gears E Day is going to launch day one on PlayStation or not. No clue. You know what I'm saying? I have no clue. It seems like I'm not even sure if Xbox has any clue what their strategy is 100%. And but they're clearly committed to the multi-plat strategy. Didn't see that coming, man. And so, but that makes sense because Xbox are the first to doing this, right? So, but PlayStation following suit, you got to see that coming, man. You already see one brand that's doing it. You got to see it coming, man. PlayStation stopped Xboxes. What are your thoughts on Costco and even Sam Club stop selling Xboxes? Don't care. I don't give a shit, man. All right. Yeah, Xbox. First of all, Xbox. The price of these consoles are already insanely expensive, right? I think the Xbox Series X is what $650 now. Don't remember off the top of my head, But yeah, them not selling the consoles, I don't give a shit, man. I don't even buy consoles from Sam's Club or Costco's, even though they are good stores to purchase from. But yeah, that don't mean nothing to me. Hell, it might be temporary, right? It'll probably be back in sales eventually or some shit. Who knows? Well, you got to remember, Limited. Song had 90%. Sony had 90% of the console market, and they didn't have as many true first party games. 95% of their exclusives were third party at best, second party. And for those who don't know, he talked about during the PS2 era, and that is true. That is true. The PS2 era, the sixth generation, the OG Xbox, GameCube, that's the closest to a monopoly we've ever seen in the console market, where Sony had 90% of the console share. It was crazy. And so Sony was getting everything. And that's why the PS2 lasted so damn long. Because everybody had it. And they're making games for the PS2 as far deep into the 2010s, it seemed like. Because yeah, they had a massive market. And again, you're absolutely spot on, Black Mom, but they didn't have the true first party games like that. Right. Um and so games like GTA that blew up on it, and GTA was a fire game, man. GTA 3. Look, man, I'll never forget the day that I came home from school, and I saw my dad playing it, and I flipped out. I flipped out because he got me GTA 3 as a kid, right? And I almost neglected my homework duties and all that stuff that playing that damn game. That was a great time, um, for games like that, and how we had so many GTA clones because that game was so damn popular. But yeah, they spot on dominated. Even though, funny enough, the GameCube is my favorite Nintendo console, and listen, I'm an Xbox guy for a reason. So although Sony had the market at that generation, it was actually my least favorite console, especially if you count the Dreamcast as a sixth generation. I like the Dreamcast, OG Xbox, and GameCube more than the PS2. But to be fair, I just never gravitated to Sony like that ever. Sony's never been my favorite console. Phil Spencer said Xbox is in third place, and there's no world where Xbox is on top. Yeah, well, third place is making the most money, has the best service, has the most games, is able to buy Bethesda and Activision, and Sony's got a copy third place business strategy. So yeah, see, and here's the thing: PlayStation stomps Xbox. I know you're trying to troll, and I'm taking your comment way more serious than I should. I should just be like 100 and just talk shit, but not in the mood to do that, right? But I'm gonna give you your 5 minutes of fame. So that's why Xbox being in third place means nothing to me. All right, they still got a console coming out. Hell, they have a handheld coming out next month, the Xbox ROG Ally. All right, they still got the games. Next month we got Keeper, The Outer Worlds 2, Ninja Gaiden 4. November you got Call of Duty, and that's the first party stuff. I'm forgetting all the third party and other games that's coming to Game Pass and Xbox over the next few months. So Xbox is in a good place. They constantly say, "Hey, look, man, we got the most console players we've ever had, and all this other stuff, or most players, whatever the fuck they be saying now." So Xbox is fine. If the Xbox was like the Wii U, okay, I get it. And even then, the people who had the Wii U seem to have loved it. But hey, yeah, Xbox in third place means nothing to me. It doesn't spark any type of emotional reaction. Like there might be some Xbox dudes who get fuming like, oh, it's not really third place. I don't give a shit. As long as Xbox keeps being the best platform to play, I couldn't care less. And again, the homie Faded Blaze stopped in. Lara 5, Dot Magic, Phil Spector. Everyone said Xbox is in third place. Again, don't care. To be honest, everything is going everywhere on both sides. Oh yeah, 100% Faded Blaze. That's clearly where the market is going with gaming. That's clearly the case. Yeah, that's clear the case, Faded Blaze. And that's okay. Things change. Things change. How gaming was when I was a kid when platformers were the dominant genre, all right, that ended up changing after the likes of games like GTA. We started to see a boom of the open world and action adventure games. After the likes of Final Fantasy and all those type of games, we start to see a big boom in the RPGs. After the likes of your Morrowinds and Star Wars, the Old Republic, we start to see the boom in the Western RPGs. Then you start to get the Mass Effects and the boom of the first party shooters, especially on consoles, with the likes of your Halos and eventually Call of Duties and all that stuff and Battlefields. So things change, man, and even the way and even the business model of gaming was always destined to change. All right, especially listen. I saw, I haven't picked up Borderlands 4 yet, so I don't actually know how good it is or how good it runs. But I've seen some videos about there's some drama behind that. Game development is so complex, it's so expensive, it's so time consuming that that you can't. It's just you're not going to really make money with it on one platform anymore. All right, unless you're okay with having Nintendo level budgets for your games. And I have a suspicion that if Microsoft, Sony, EA, Rockstar, or any of those companies started to release Nintendo like games, y'all would be bitching. Oh, I didn't spend five, six, $700 on a console for these games to look like Mario. That's what y'all would say. And don't sit here and deny it because I know how gamers think. I'm a gamer myself. I've been around y'all my life. All right. Hell, look at PC players. When something doesn't run flawlessly, they're probably the most vocal people out there. So do you want to shoot yourself in the foot? So what happened, especially this generation, is that you reached a point where something got to give. That compromise ended up being these expensive games got to be sold to as many people as possible. All right, and let me close off the article here. So this report comes at an uncertain time for the Game Pass model. Really, the Game Pass made billions of dollars this year or the last quarter, something like that. And this is what kills me about the gaming media is that, man, do they love their fair FUD, fair uncertainty and doubt about Game Pass. Like I don't even know if I have the energy to perform in the Game Pass discussion anymore by how ridiculous it is. We're expected to say that Game Pass will get the largest investment ever this year. There are other sides of discontent. Many developers have critiqued Game Pass effect on the industry, such as former PlayStation boss Sean Layden. Come on, Art. Come on, Ryder. Come on, Ryder. Is that the example that you're going to use? Former PlayStation boss. Oh yeah. Hey, the Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics legend Larry Bird said that he don't like the Lakers. Oh wow, big surprise! Big surprise. Former Sony boss don't like Game Pass. you gotta do better than that, man. Who said the subscription models drive developers become wage slaves? And it's funny because developers say the opposite all the time, right? Oh, we love Game Pass. Game Pass has brought us this X amount of success and so on. But hey, but take it to the former PlayStation guy, somebody who's never worked on Xbox, don't know how Game Pass business model works, don't know how Game Pass has literally paid for development costs and stuff like that for these games to have the biggest opinion that people for some reason take seriously. Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick question Game Pass benefits the economics of game development, while former exec Shannon Floston agreed that Game Pass undermined retail revenue. Yeah, and again, because you're playing a game on Game Pass, but people still buy these games. But yeah, that's a great way to end that article. They said the Master Chief Collection won't come because of the engine. They're gonna remake Halo Combat Evolved and put it on PlayStation. Oh damn, Halo's gonna get a third. Well, to be fair, Gears just got its third remastered, or remake, whatever. So yeah, so there it is. So okay, so Halo 1's gonna get another remake, and it's gonna be on PlayStation. Well, Yeah, look, times have changed, and yeah, yeah. I admit when I was out and I saw well, not out. It was actually I think on Amazon, and I saw that it recommended me Gears of War, and it had the PlayStation box. I admit that looked weird as shit. You know, not seeing the green around Gears look weird as hell. Oh man, that I was like, oh no, this ain't right. That doesn't look right, man. It reminded me of when Hakeem Olajuwon went to the Raptors, and I'm like, nah, Hakeem does not look good in no fucking Raptors jersey. That you know, a lot of my basketball fans probably are probably too young to remember that. But yeah, towards the end of career, I think his last season, he got traded to the Raptors. I think he spent just 1 year there, right? Um, but yeah, him in the Raptors jersey, just like no, you gotta bleach that image out your mind, and that's kind of how I felt when I saw Gears, the Gears on Amazon. But hey, that's the times we live in now. That's the time I can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. The big wigs over at Microsoft and Sony, they want to make as much profit as possible, because they got a business to run, right? And if these games are going to have these insane budgets, you got to make your money back somehow. And it's clear that the exclusive model hasn't worked. Tuck man, thank you for joining.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, man.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good too. But hey, I'm gonna get your thoughts in a moment. Just let me catch up with these comments real quick.
Okay.
All right. PlayStation. He said the Xbox Series X in most states is $901 after tax. No, it's not. What you're talking about is the most expensive model, which is expensive as shit after the price increase. I'm not. I can't deny that. But no, but people aren't buying the 2 terabyte one. Faded Blade says, to be fair, or to be honest, if it's not selling at retailers, they most likely it's digital sales. Yeah, definitely Faded Blaze. Xbox got the largest digital sales of all the consoles. Black Mamba said, this is one thing that worries me about gaming. Games and hardware, no matter where you play, are going up, causing people to buy less games and hardware. 100% Black Mamba. Yeah, the $70-$80 games that we're seeing now for the big AAA games, Tuck, has proven to be that sales are the games are not selling as much because of that. The consoles being the price that they are now, that console makers don't want to keep sacrificing profits. That's creating less console sales. So yeah, that's something I worry about too. But Tuckmaster, how are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good.
All right, Tuck, I got to get your thoughts on this, man. So yesterday, there's a report that came out that said Xbox users play more games than PlayStation 5 and Steam players. So I want to get your thoughts on this, man, because I know that you like me, huge gamer, love gaming on Xbox. What are your thoughts that now the truth is out there? Xbox gamers really do play more games than PlayStation players.
Well, the truth always has been out there. I mean, we always talked about that. Hell, we know they don't play no damn games at all. So, I mean, we know they don't play no games. They now they talking about games, but they still don't got no games out there as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just be serious, y'all. Xbox right now is the best bang for your buck, no matter what. I don't give a care. No matter how you want to do it, how you want to proceed it. You got the Game Pass, where if you don't want to buy a game, you can always buy your game anytime you want.
Right.
Let's get this straight, okay? And the thing about it is, the beauty of the Game Pass is the Game Pass, because you can play any game that you want to play on there if it's underneath their ecosystem. Like Call of Duty, I didn't have to even buy Call of Duty.
Right.
So that's a plus for me. I mean, the last time I bought a game, what is that game that you? The last game I bought was that game that you bought back in February. What's the name of that game?
Avowed.
That's the last game I bought. Okay. Outside of that, everything else is Xbox. Everything is on the Game Pass. So I mean, if it's saving me money, I love it. And the system is people playing more video games on the Xbox than the PS5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
If PlayStation would have had a doggone thing like Xbox, Okay, which we know they wasn't going to do. Which we know they wasn't going to do, and that's fine with me. I'm loving it. I mean, now as far as like, I mean, what I mean, y'all talking about the price increase and everything and all that stuff too?
Yeah.
Okay, my version on that is this: it's only raised in the U.S. It's only raised in the United States, y'all. The system they have left the system alone in every other state, in every other country, except for this one. For the first time in history, for the first time in history, I had never seen that happen. Where they're going to turn around and up the United States prices and leave the other prices alone. And we all know the reason why they, if we all grown people here, we all know the reason why they're going up in price. So stop being so all these doggone PlayStation players and everything, and all these fakers out here. Let's just be real. Okay, everybody knows the reason why everything's going up in the United States because of who? The orange guy. I don't even say his name. I just call him an orange guy. I mean, that's just the truth. I mean, that's the reason why Xbox gonna have to go up on every daggone thing. I hope when the handheld comes out, I hope it don't be that much. But you think that's gonna go up in price a little bit, Collins?
I'm not. The reason why I'm not sure is because it'll be releasing now, so the price would already be adjusted for current market price. So the handheld should be okay. Whatever it released that should be its standard price for a while. So that might be all right. The consoles, and by the way, PlayStation also recently had a price increase for those who don't know. So, but I think Nintendo has been debating a price increase. Oh, you know what? The Switch 1 had a price increase as well. Don't think the Switch 2, but I think they're debating that. So that's one of the things that sucks for us as consumers at the end of the day. And there's still people who probably waited years for price to decrease before buying. Unfortunately, that's not the case. But yeah. I do hate how right now everything's kind of nickel and diming us if you want to buy anything. But that's what makes Game Pass right now your best option. $20 a month, 500 games, new games go day one. Over the next 2 months, we got Call of Duty, The Outer Worlds 2, the game I'm looking forward to the most for the rest of the year. Keeper, that game from Double Fine, it looks great. Ninja Gaiden 4. So Xbox gamers, they're gonna keep playing more games because chances are if you own an Xbox now, you're most likely sub to Game Pass, right?
Yeah. And the thing about it is, it's so sad that we have to go through this. We should not have to go through this at all. I mean, there's nothing more I can really say. I mean, Colin, that we just shouldn't be going through this at all. I mean, it's sad. But, we dealing with it. We got to deal with it. So,
all right.
And like you said, PlayStation is gonna go up too. They ain't gonna have no choice either.
No, they already went up. PlayStation already had a price increase.
Oh, they went up again?
Yeah.
But I don't see nobody complain about that.
Yeah, back in August it went up.
Oh, they went back up in August?
Yeah.
Okay. Where I see it like this. People want to talk about these consoles going up. Here's my point exactly. Food's going up. Cars going up. These events that everybody go to, like these football games and all that stuff, they going up, but you don't hear nobody complaining about you going to these football games. So why are y'all complaining about these consoles going up? It's going to have to go up, y'all. That's just economic, and if you're looking for them to eat it, they're not gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna never do that because they eat it as like them double dipping on their own prices.
Right.
So you gotta understand that too. It's like you double dipping. If they eat them prices, and then all of a sudden they don't charge you, they're gonna keep the same price. That means that they're gonna be losing money.
Yeah. Well, consoles has always lost money. Right,
Right,
console has always lost money.
right.
This is the first generation where console prices went up as the years gone by.
It's still down.
Usually they go down,
Yeah.
but this generation has been just polar opposite to tradition went out the window. This generation,
Oh yeah.
nothing's the same and nothing matters, man. I just hope next generation consoles don't release starting at $700 because oh man, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough to be a day one adopter. Um, Black Mamba said, "I believe PC is the future, but even now, it's more expensive than console gaming. I wonder what it's going to be like later." Yeah, the thing though, console gives you that stream mic experience that a lot of people just love, you know. Uh, so consoles should be all right. It's just expensive, man. But to be fair, right now, look, we've had the last 5 years, everything's gone more expensive. Literally, I can't think of anything that went down. If anybody knows anything that went down in price these last 4 years, let me know because I can't think of it off the top of my head. Hopefully, they bring Steam to Xbox Series X, and that way I don't have to worry about buying a $1,000 next gen Xbox. Yeah, man, that would be amazing if they could do that, man. Could put a Steam app on Xbox, and then you could just play your PC games that way. That'd be a game changer.
Yeah, it would. That'd be a big major game changer.
Mm-hmm.
It would. I mean, but another fact is PC. The only thing about PC, they're gonna be going up too, because you know them damn graphics cards gonna be high as hell.
Yeah.
So
graphics cards that they've been expensive for a while too. I think like for example, the most expensive graphic card is like $2,000 or some insane shit like that, man.
I think they got more than that now. I think my boss. I think he spent over $3,000 for his graphic card.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah. But that's for the highest end. That's the 5090 and all that shit. Yeah, that was out of my price range, even when money was good for me.
You ain't never lying.
Xbox usually has stopped buying consoles and games. They usually just play Fortnite or Marvel Rivals, according to news sources. Yeah, that's why they play more games than PlayStation.
Yeah.
So if Xbox are only playing Marvel Rivals and Fortnite, PlayStation must be playing nothing then, because Xbox users, according to this article, is playing at least two more games than PlayStation. So y'all ain't playing nothing. Y'all ain't buying nothing. And those consoles that y'all claim are sold are sitting in warehouses or sitting in the back of Best Buy right now.
That's right. But the main thing is that this is what kills me about the whole thing. If they get this cloud thing working like perfected like they want to,
mm-hmm.
You might have never seen another console.
I'm not sure about that.
But I said if they get it perfected, they have.
Yeah, no. Even if it's perfected, I don't think that'll be a situation where you can only, if you purchase all your game, it's only 100% through the cloud. I don't think that'll be a reality.
Yeah.
Anytime soon. Now if it's perfected and if gaming's only through a service, maybe, but that wouldn't be ideal either.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You can't get rid of the ability to install games. And other methods of playing. It can't just be one way through the cloud. That's just a disaster waiting to happen. Now it should be perfected as an option, and I think Xbox does a great job with it. But yeah, there should not be a reality where that's the only way to play your games.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then. When the next console come out, you think they're just going to take orders and not put them in stores right off the bat? You think that's what they're going to have to do?
No. I think it'll be the same way that it is now. I think that you'll still be able to just go to retailers and pick them up if you want. Now they'll just be less consoles sold, right? So if the next Xbox is $700, It's just going to sell. That might be end up being the lowest selling Xbox console generation ever. Because currently the lowest selling is the Xbox, the OG Xbox, which had I think what 25 million units sold, right?
Right.
I would get, even though Xbox don't publicly release numbers, I would guarantee that the Series X has outsold the OG Xbox. It might not outsell the Xbox One, and it's definitely not outselling the 360. But if the next one is like $700 or more or expensive like that, it'll just end up being the lowest selling console generation. That would be because it would just have to be because $700 is too much to ask for the average consumer. You know, I always felt, and I think Iraq used to say this: $500 is like the most you could sell for these consoles, and they'll do, and they'll sell pretty well regularly. But 700, anything more than that is just too much for the average person. Way too much.
Well,
And
I mean,
so,
who said the Iraq?
uh, no, I mean that's a combination of what Iraq used to say and my own personal thoughts.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, when you think they gonna come out with the new Xbox?
I think the generation starts in 2027. A lot of people think next year. I don't think it's gonna be next year. I think it's gonna be 2027.
You know what? You might be right. I think it might be 2027 too, because thinking
Yeah,
about it, they want to see how everything's gonna go with the market and all that stuff too.
yeah.
Right now, the market is looking real bad. I'm talking about as far as like you have to go out there and buy your food and all that stuff. People are struggling, man. I mean, hell, you got people, so many young people out there struggling. It's pitiful. I mean, we got people on our block. They go through the same thing. So
Mhm.
they got. I mean, they haven't lost their jobs, but they got a decision they got to make: either feed their family or either buy a Xbox. I mean, and if you're single, it really is hard when you're single now.
Oh, I think having a family might be tough, especially got young kids.
Oh
If
yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
that's the
oh
toughest
man,
situation, in my opinion.
man, you ain't never lied. If you got like 4 or 5 kids and you got to feed them, oh, you got a decision that you got to make.
Yeah,
You got a decision that you're gonna make. Either you're gonna feed your kids, either you're gonna play gaming. And
right.
I'm gonna feed my kids.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm glad my kids are grown, though. I don't have to worry about that, man. But if I had to do it right now, I wouldn't know, man. It would be tough. It would
Right,
be tough.
right.
So, that's why I always tell people straight up. How you hurt a rich person, you don't go to these events, and hey, you see, it's already working with Jimmy Kimball already. That
Uh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Jimmy Kimball, he's the one that got suspended from ABC,
Uh huh.
talking about you know who.
Who did he talk? Tuck. I'm lost, man. What the fuck did
He
Jimmy
was
Kimmel say,
he was
man?
he went on
Let me see what Jimmy Kimmel said, man.
he went on that mention of something about. I mean, he wasn't. It wasn't. He mentioned of something about Charlie Clark's death, but it wasn't
Mm.
in that frame. I mean,
Uh,
mainly he was just talking about the orange guys, I call
oh,
them.
okay.
The orange guy got a fence to it and told ABC and told the FCC to yank him off the air, and that's what they did.
Oh, okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I see.
But
Uh,
he turned around and hey,
yeah. Yeah.
everybody fought for him too.
Yeah. He got
Yeah,
backlash for Charlie Kirk comments. Okay. I see what
yeah.
happened.
And man, let me tell you, man, Disney, man, they start losing
Oh
subscribers.
shit.
They start losing subscribers. Hulu, oh man, people talk back on that mess.
Uh huh.
They said because you otherwise you trying to take a freedom of speech away from this man that really didn't mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he didn't mean it to hurt nobody, but this guy he took offense to it, and that's what happened, and that's the reason why they got one of the can and they suspended him.
Ah,
But
shit.
the whole base was trying to get rid of him.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm happy. Look, your boy Unlimited is out of touch right now. I fully admit, guys, my ass is out of touch with a lot of shit because I don't I got way more. You know what? I don't use social media anymore, Tuck. So when I say I'm out of touch, man, my ass is out of touch.
well, I feel
uh,
like this. I was out of touch. I was out of touch with it too. I didn't know. I was like, what the heck did he say? That's all
yeah,
I asked. What the heck did he say?
Look, I just read up on it just now after you brought it up.
I mean, he really didn't say nothing to really defend nobody, to hurt anybody, but but this guy that we got in office now, his feelings get all hurt and everything. Every president has been talked about.
All right.
Every president in history that I know has been talked about. Every one of them.
Yeah.
Reagan. I remember one time, man, because I was around the Reagan years. I went one time somebody talked about him. He went on and laughed at it. He thought it was funny.
All right.
But you got some presidents that get all bent out of shape, but
yeah,
not my lifetime. I haven't seen one get bent out of my shape except for this one right here. So
all right. Yeah, well, back to the topic at hand.
Yeah. Back to the topic gaming.
Extreme D said, "What about Sleepy Joe when systems were going up 4 years ago? Silent. 4 years ago, consoles weren't going up. What happens at the beginning of the generation? Sony were the first to do $70 games. The rest of the industry followed suit. And then earlier this year, Nintendo were the first to do $80 games, and so now publishers are probably going to follow suit with that. But in terms of consoles prices going up, Extreme D, this is the first generation that's ever happened.
You ain't never lying. I never seen it happen like this.
Yeah.
It's frightening too.
Black Mama said, as I've been saying, protect your pockets at this point. I don't feel bad about not buying games day and date or the best hardware. I got stuff to do. I'm still playing games, but at my own pace. Oh yeah, look, Black Mamba, I've been saying for at least 2 years now that I don't keep up anymore. All right, it's there are way too many games coming out, and now it's like it's probably too expensive now to keep up. I don't keep up with nothing anymore, man. I play the games I play, and if I miss out on a game, so be it. Because I know I can't play everything anyway.
No, you can't play everything. But like you said, unlimited. I mean, it just, man, I got so many that gonna get in my catalog, man. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I counted like 360 games that I have in my catalog, and you think I didn't finish half of them?
Yeah.
No. I say the only game that I probably finished this year was South of Midnight, and that was a classic right there to me.
Right. Yeah,
I also finished the game that you got, the Val game.
Yeah.
But outside of that, in the RoboCop game, but outside of that, nah.
I still need to buy the new RoboCop Unfinished Business, man. That's how behind I am. I still need.
That's good. That's good. That's pretty good. I bought that for my son. My son, he loved it.
Mm-hmm.
He loved it. I bought it for my son.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And it's just that.
Yeah.
Gaming is. I love gaming, and I'm not gonna never ever stop playing. Games. That's the thing about with me. I'm not gonna never stop playing games. I love it. I'm addicted to games.
Yeah.
I mean, they can come out with the new Xbox, and you know what? And I'll probably still buy it. I'll probably still buy it.
Yeah, I'll definitely get it too. It matters how much
it is.
Yeah, if it'll be day one or if I gotta save a little before I get it.
Right. So,
Yeah. Black Mamba said, I don't know if cloud will ever get there unless you're talking about a superstitious future with anti-gravity cars and house and full glass hologram devices. Yeah. I mean, cloud gaming is legitimately way better than it was when it first started, and I think 2019. So it's getting good. It's not a bad way to play.
Yeah.
I just don't know. And another thing is that in the era of data mining and AI and all these data centers, that's already pushing the price of electricity, and that's being passed down on the consumers. I don't know if the infrastructure for cloud gaming is going to mesh well with all the other shit that's going on right now too. But we'll see. Cloud game. That's why Black Mamba and Tuck. I said it's a great alternative. It just shouldn't be the only way to play. I just think that's a disaster waiting to happen. If one day,
I agree now.
Yeah. If one day you're trying to play the next Halo Halo, that I'll probably have 300 gigabytes, and it's only through the cloud. Um, yeah, you gotta. That's what hardware is for.
Right.
It's so so you got something that can run these things at a good level. And PlayStation stopped Xbox. The one troll who popped in to say Moon Studios officially gave up on Xbox and are now parting PlayStation. Hey, that's on Moon Studios. If they want to lose money putting that game on PlayStation and y'all don't buy it, because
Let them
again,
do it.
yeah, let them do it.
Let them do it.
Y'all not gonna buy no Ricket for the rest, no rest for the wicked, whatever their Moon Studio new game is called anyway. So if they want to shoot themselves in the foot like that, that's on them.
Let them do
Whatever
it.
beef, whatever beef Moon Studios have with Xbox, and look, Ori, the Blind Forest, and the Will of Wisp, excellent games. All
Yeah.
right, absolutely excellent games. But if they want to burn their bridges on Xbox, that's on them, man.
And the
That's
thing
on them.
and the thing about it is Microsoft helped them out. So let Sony help them out. Let Sony go and see what they can do about helping them out making a game.
Yeah.
So let's see about that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Moon Studio might be do good, but don't get me wrong. Microsoft was the one that helped them. So when you talk about an industry that helped you make a game and you got to make the game yourself, good luck.
Right.
And all I gotta say is this, and if they do make it the PlayStation, I hope they eat a bone, a choke on the damn chicken hook. That's all I got. Choke on the goddamn bone.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah. So, hey, did you know that there's a state of play today? I just found that out this minute. So Sony probably gonna show something. Maybe that's why PlayStation stopped Xboxes here. He's waiting for Sony to actually show them something. But yeah. Xbox users play more games. Hey, man, it's out there. It's officially out there. But let me ask you guys this, and I'll ask Tuck this when he gets back. What game in October are y'all most looking forward to? Because October stack month, and it'd be like that around this time of year, right? Fall's here, and all the big games are starting to be released. This month there's Borderlands 4. Um, this month there's games like Borderlands 4 and stuff. Next month for me, the number one game is going to be the Outer Worlds 2. I think Obsidian releasing 3 games in a year, I think is just nasty work, man. Just nasty work. And Outer Worlds 2, I think is going to be phenomenal. Ninja Gaiden 4 when I say Ninja Gaiden 4 is a close second, the close to that, the level at which that's close is like a game 7, fourth quarter, 10 seconds left, and it's 95-94, and whoever makes the last shot wins the championship. That's how close my excitement for Ninja Gaiden 4 and the Outer Worlds 2 is, because Ninja Gaiden 4 looks brilliant anyway. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4, that looks beyond brilliant. And Keeper from Double Fine, that again, what I love, listen, one thing that makes gaming great is the variety of stuff. Everything isn't only AAA. Everything isn't only the big budget $70, $80 games, right?
I agree. Yeah.
So something like Keeper, in a year that we had games like South of Midnight, I think that's going to be one of them $30-$40 games, 10, 12, 15 hours, you could beat it, and it's going to be an underrated classic that people are going to love. But yeah, so Tuck, what game in October are you looking forward to the most?
Well, it's Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, well that comes out in November.
Well, that's right. Well, let me see. In October, what games they got coming out in October anyway?
Ninja Gaiden 4, The Outer Worlds 2, Keeper. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what else is coming out this month. Oh yeah, Vampire the Masquerades 2, Double Dragon Revive. So October's got some good stuff coming.
Outer World 2.
Yeah.
Because Outer World 1 was good too. I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it as well. And shout out to 100. He used to praise that game a lot too.
Yeah, matter of fact, he loves that game.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I know he's liking what's the one that's out now that everybody
Oh,
talking about?
Battlefield. Oh shit, Battlefield comes out next month.
That's right. Damn.
Yeah. You see what I mean? Too many games, man. Too many games. Hey, Tool Man, what's up, Tool Man? Thank you for joining.
What's that one that came out this month?
I know what Borderlands.
Borderlands 4.
Yeah.
He liking that too. That game, man. I like that game is addictive too.
Yeah. Look, I haven't bought it yet. But it does look good. It does look good.
Man, I think Bone said he got like 9 or 10 hours into it. And he said he's not even off the first level yet.
Yeah. I've heard. I know that there's controversy. I think on the PC side on how it runs. But everybody that I talked to,
they got it straightened out now.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, everybody that I talked to who played Borderlands 4, they say they love it. They say they love the game, and so that's one of them. I got to pick it up on sale though, man. I can't. I don't got a gaming budget right now. I have a little gaming budget next month, but not right now, man. Black Mom said, "Yo, I heard great things about Battlefield. Unfortunately, I never got to play the beta. Hopefully, it's tough." Yeah, you know what? I'm one of those people who like Battlefield more than Call of. I don't play Call of Duty. I've never been a fan of it, even when it was back then in the 360 days. But I have played Battlefield. I enjoy Battlefield, so I think Battlefield 6 would be good. And look, for the first person shooters, you got options this year. Battlefield 6, Call of Duty Black Ops 7. You can't lose. That's the beauty of gaming. And by the way, Battlefield 6, you'll probably get a 10-hour demo on EA Play through Game Pass. And here's the kicker, Tuck. Battlefield 6 is eventually going to be on Game Pass because all games go to EA Play eventually.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Damn.
Yeah. So look out for that. Look out for the 10-hour. You'll probably get a 10-hour trial free on Game Pass for Battlefield.
Yeah.
And then in some months now down the line, sometime next year, it's going to be on Game Pass. So win-win for us Xbox gamers again. And that's why Xbox gamers play more games than PlayStation 5.
Yeah. Hey, I forgot all about that. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
And then eventually he will be coming to the Game Pass.
Mm-hmm. Listen, something that a lot of people I know, because football time of year, a lot of people played Call of Duty, and I think you could do the same with Madden. Do the 10-hour trial, and then if they like it, they end up buying it that way. I'm not Call of Duty, but college football.
Yeah, because I'm still on my 9-hour trial still.
Yeah.
I still got 9 hours.
Yeah.
I still got 9 hours. And this is the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you got it on the Game Pass
mm-hmm.
and you play football and all that stuff,
mm-hmm.
instead of this being like 62, it's 48.
Oh, that's right. You do get a sale.
You can buy it for $48.
Oh wow! Yeah.
So, okay, everybody wants about the PS5, but I see they doing this all the doggone time.
Mm-hmm.
That is the benefit of having Xbox, Microsoft, the Game Pass. That's all you need.
Right.
I don't need to have no. I mean, it's like I told my friend I said I don't need to have a PS5 because what I'm going to do with PS5 is besides collecting junk, besides collecting dust. I had a PS3 when I had a PS3, and when I got on the Xbox 360, you know what? That PS5, that PS3 went silent. It went silent. Because everything that you wanted on the Game Pass, you had live. You could talk to your people live. I mean, what more do you want?
Right.
I'm just saying, what more do you want? Then all of a sudden, now you got the Game Pass, where if there's a certain game that you like playing, and it's on the Game Pass, and you got the subscription service to the Game Pass, you can play it.
Right. But
then these people act like something's killing them. I mean, they really act that childish. I'm like, come on, y'all. Darn, y'all act like there's no. I mean, you act like the Xbox just jumped, and
Yeah.
Xbox doing everything for you to make sure that you enjoy gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
sorry, but PlayStation, Nintendo ain't doing that.
right,
They come up with the same damn games every damn year.
right.
Everyone want to talk about, oh, because I have my boss. My boss he got a Nintendo Switch, and I had to put him in his play. I said, well, let me ask you this: what are you playing on the Nintendo Switch right now? He said, well, I'm just playing the games that they support. I said, well, that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You're only playing the games that they support. Now, what's these other games that they're supposed to have on their system that looks good?
Right.
I don't hear nothing about Madden. I don't hear nothing about college football. I don't hear nothing about. I mean, they supposed to be having Call of Duty, and I haven't heard nothing about that on the Switch too. So, I mean, like I told people, until Nintendo come out with a big boy system, I'm through with them too.
Right.
And when this and another thing, one thing too, when this Ally come out, oh baby, it's gonna shut that damn system
Mm-hmm.
with everything that's coming out on that doggone system, the Steam Deck and all them streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo might be in trouble.
Yeah.
They might be in trouble because like I always told people, your kids want to play what their parents play,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually that's what happened with the Nintendo Wii.
Mm-hmm.
And we already know what happened to Nintendo Wii. I mean, yeah, it was a big thing, but there was only a couple of games that you could play on that bad boy.
Yeah, yeah. The Wii probably had the most vaporware any console has ever had. It was man, that I didn't like the Wii. Listen, back in the seventh generation, I was what they call a neutral. I had a Wii, PS3, Xbox 360, right? And
Right.
I just ended up playing the Xbox all the time. I despised that PS3 controller. The Six Axis was garbage of a controller. Either the worst controller I ever used. That wasn't like
PS3 controller.
yeah, that PS3 six axis controller.
Yeah, that was that was
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
a bad deal.
yeah. I remember they took the rumble out and lied that it would make the shit gaming, and all it did was make the controller feel like a featherweight. Oh man, that PS3 controller was horrible, just absolutely awful.
Oh man.
And the Wii actually hated more than the PS3, because the Wii just was just such a nothing console to me. It was too casual. Like I get it, with that console back in the day, your grandma at church would have a Wii, right? Right? Um, so it's so like hotcakes, and people were playing Wii Sports, but that was about it. They
And
weren't
that's about it.
yeah,
They wasn't playing nothing else besides Wii Sports, and that's it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's the reason why it failed because I mean, Nintendo. I mean, the gaming industry back then, when they were trying to make games for the Wii, they even tried to come out. Madden even tried to. I mean, EA tried to come out with the football game for the Wii. They
Mhm.
couldn't do it because it was just less. I mean, it just did not do anything for them to make a game like that. So
Right,
that's when the third party games they shipped out. They said
right,
no, we ain't gonna do it because we can't because we ain't
right,
gonna be able to do that much money.
right.
So if it ain't selling, if it's not selling, you ain't gonna buy it. So
Yeah.
you do what you got to do.
Yeah. The Switch. Listen, Ubisoft made Star Wars Outlaws run good on the Switch too. I heard. So at least some devs are trying to optimize games for it. But we'll see how that works out long term with Nintendo.
Right.
Faded Blade said most likely the price of the ROG Ally X is coming tomorrow at Tokyo Game Show. That's right. I forgot Tokyo Game Show is tomorrow. And by the way, Sony's doing a state of play today before Tokyo Game Show. Look, that state of play is going to let y'all down. So you know, I'm just preparing y'all for now. It's going to let you down if you think you're going to see Wolverine and Venom and whatever fuck else you guys be predicting. All right, I don't know the next God of War, some shit. None of that shit is gonna be shown. All
Matter of
right.
fact, Hunter he had to turn around and get on Porter Rock's ass, and Porter Rock, you know what Porter Rock is. He just
Yeah.
get everything in a nuts when it come down to PlayStation.
All right.
And Bone went up to him was like, "What the heck are you talking about? Yeah, they're gonna come out with the state of play, but it's gonna be the same damn thing like it is every year.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
If you do see a Wolverine, you might see it, but hell, if you see a Wolverine, it might tell you, it
Mhm.
might say that it's coming to Xbox too,
All right.
because Sony got to make that money, man. Sony got to make that money, so it's not gonna be just doom and gloom no more like it used to be.
All right.
They got to make that money. Everybody got to make money. It don't make
Mm-hmm.
no double difference because they cost new games cost too much to make now.
All right.
So especially now since what's going on now. So
All right.
um, but man, everything's cool. That's good. So
Yeah. Yeah. Faded Blade said, "Limited. As much as I like the Texans, you gotta respect the Colts. Jim Irsay's daughter, one of them is running that organization like the Iron Fist. Gotta respect it. I put that on the coach, man. Stitchian. He got them balling right now. As much as I hate the Colts, division rivals, and we got to get better so we could whoop their ass again. I hated losing to the Jags last week. Hey man, they're doing their thing. The Colts are doing their thing. They're 3-0. Texans are 0-3. They couldn't be farther apart right now. But
so
yeah,
Jim Ernst's daughter's run the show now, and the Colts.
yeah. Jen Irsay passed away this summer, and his
I
daughter.
feel about
So
that, man.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, but yeah, man, yeah. Faded Blaze. It pains me, but gotta give the Colts their respect until we play them. Then it's fuck them. You
now
know.
what's the Texas record right now anyway?
All right, now they're 0-3. They're having a bad start to the season.
Well, there's only one thing about it. I mean, like I told people, because I'm not even a football fan. I'm not even a football fan no more.
Yeah.
I didn't give Pittsburgh Steelers up because of that crap that they did during the summertime, during the draft. Come on now.
Yeah.
You know what? You could have drafted it. You could have drafted Deion Sanders' son in the fifth round.
Right.
But you didn't want to do it. And I mean, we all know what that's all about because of his dad and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I didn't give football up, man. I haven't watched football game this season. Not one.
Not really.
Not a one. I
Nah, I
mean,
couldn't.
I sit
Yeah.
back
Nah.
and
Yeah.
I
Nah.
get there
Football.
and watch the stories, and that's it.
Yeah. Nah, man. My brother and I, we're always going to bond over football, man. Football means more to me because it's a family thing with me.
Oh yeah.
Every Sunday, man. Me and my brother, we got so yeah, man. So look, so that's and this same it's kind of the same thing with gaming. How gaming means a lot to me because I met people like you and
Yeah.
E-Rock,
Yeah.
Zinc, Hebot, Daya. Like I love you guys, man. I got nothing but love for you guys, right?
Have
And
anybody heard from Daya?
I hit her up today. I haven't heard from her yet. Yeah, but I'm hoping to hear from her soon.
Man. Let me see what else I meant to say. Oh. Is you and your brother both y'all Texans fans?
Nah, my brother's a Packers fan, but
Oh,
but what we do is that every Sunday, we do the fantasy football. For example, we faced off last week in fantasy football. I beat him, by the way, and stuff like that. Or hell, just from football in general, we'll just we both just chill every Sunday and hit each other up, man. And he's got him and his girl, they got big things going on, trying to get a house themselves and stuff right now. So
right.
but yeah, man. So listen, so stuff like that for me, I care about it because it's such a good bonding experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have the money because I want to go with him because his team's the Packers and they played the Cowboys in Dallas, and we were going to go. Unfortunately, times are tough for me personally, so I had to pass on it. But yeah, we do stuff like that a lot. I'm one of those guys. I'm a big family guy. So I'm all so yeah. I'm super close. I'm one of those people who's super close with my family. So stuff like that is why I'll probably never give up on it.
So is that who Dallas played this weekend?
Yeah, they play the. I think it's this weekend.
And
Yeah,
I hope they lose.
yeah.
Oh, I just cannot. I mean, out of all the teams, man, I don't give a care what it is. That team can have it. I don't. Hey, if I was a football fan again, I'll tell you straight up. I don't like the Cowboys. Never will like it. Never
I
have.
don't-
Ever since Jerry, now since Jerry Jones is older and he just
Mhm.
don't realize what's going on with his team, I hope they keep on losing.
All right.
And I'm glad to see what's his name, the linebacker. What's his name, the linebacker? He went to Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
But I just told people at work. I said, "Listen, man. Hey, Parsons is good. Don't get me
All right.
wrong, and I think he's a real good person.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put him in the right situation.
All right.
You cannot sit up there and put him against. You cannot sit up there. He is too small. He is too small. You cannot sit up there and put him in front of them big offensive linemen.
All right.
You can't. I don't give a care how quick you are or how fast you are. Once they grab you, you ain't going nowhere. What's the name from San Francisco? Williams, the guy that used to play for OU. Man, dude, hey, he grabbed him,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't move, couldn't move. Everybody said, "Well, he benched 350 pounds." I said, "But how much you think Williams bench press?" And this man's like a 350-pound guy.
Mm-hmm.
His bench press like at least close to 5.
Right.
What about? Everybody said, "Well, you don't know." I said, "Okay." I said, "Watch and see." Blowing hole. Somebody grabbed him, couldn't move. You can't move.
All right.
If
Yeah.
you put him in a position where he's middle linebacker, where he can try and roam the field, he's good. He's good. Where he can get them holes and everything, he's good. But if you put him against offensive lineman,
Yeah.
I don't give a care who you are.
Yeah. PlayStation, some Xbox. I'm not giving you any more attention for the rest of the day, man. If you want to think even though Xbox Game Pass like $5 billion or something that quarter, I'm not debating you on this. You believe what you want to believe, man. When we're playing Horizon Zero Entertainment on our Xboxes next year, you could come up here and start crying. But until then, peace on.
What did he say?
He said Xbox has stopped selling games. Xbox has stopped selling, and the games are stagnating to all-time low. Why aren't Xbox people supporting their brand anymore? Yeah, says from the guy from a console where they don't buy their games. So
You know what? Don't even. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there with him. Just get him off.
yeah, yeah. But hey, let me ask you this before we wrap it up, Tuck. Are you going to use Gaming Copilot? I got it on screen now. It looks like the Gaming Copilot AI is coming to Xbox and Windows. I don't even know how that would work.
No, I won't use it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm not gonna use it either. Because see, I'm against Microsoft doing this AI thing because I know how today's times is and everything, but people don't need to be losing their jobs.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about that. I mean, I love Microsoft, but I'm against that AI stuff because it got its purpose.
Mhm.
But we didn't always have talked about this. Me, you, and our groups always talked about it. AI is good if it help developers do things.
All right.
But when you talk about AI replacing people just because you don't want to pay them,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what you're gonna do if this doggone thing break down, you got to fix it.
All right.
So I mean, no, I won't be using it. I mean, I can tell you that right now. And what is the Copilot anyway?
It's their AI. It's their AI, and it looks like they got a gaming version coming. Microsoft's AI, I think. I don't use AI like that either. So but I am kind of familiar with it a bit. But it's releasing. But I'll read the article when we're done here. So yeah. Any final thoughts, Tuck?
Well, it's like I got this one friend. He does his own music. He writes his own music and everything. And he used to have a producer and all that stuff, but now now. And I said, well, that's good for that because you don't have to have a producer.
Mm-hmm.
He don't have to pay the producer no more because he can do everything on AI.
Right.
I said, I don't get no problem with that. because that's individual stuff.
Right.
But when it comes down to people who lose, no. So it's. But no, I mean, other than that, I really don't have nothing to say.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Let me read Faded Blaze comment here. Bruh, people still supporting the Xbox brand. If nobody wasn't supporting it, it wouldn't be here in the first place. What's happening is PlayStation and Microsoft coordinating, working together. All the console makers are working together to an extent. Faded Blaze. Microsoft has been saying for at least 3-4 years now how great a relationship they have with Nintendo, for example, right? So that again, that's where we're at. The console wars ended when Game Pass started, really. But this generation, particularly, Tuck and Chat, the console wars have been dead for a minute. All right, they're dead. They're dead.
Yeah,
Now it's all about the content. Now it's all about profitability. Those are going to be the stuff that you're going to start that you're already seeing them focus on.
yeah.
That's why Sony's strategy has shifted, right? Because they weren't making money with the old traditional ways. All
Well,
right.
it's like you said, also. I mean, really, to tell you the truth, when Microsoft started saying we're gonna be putting games on PlayStation, that's when it ended right then and there.
Yeah.
It ended right then and there. Hey, don't get us wrong. Everybody in this party, we was mad about that crap too,
Yeah.
but eventually you're gonna have to get over it
Hmm.
because that's how the industry works.
Yep.
I
Look,
mean,
look. Listen, everything changes. All right.
it's like
Everything changes.
either you're gonna change, either you're gonna stop playing, and
Yep.
I'm not stop playing.
Yeah. No. 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 No way in hell. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not stopping playing games just because it's on PlayStation now. You could get. All right. The only thing that gives me to stop playing game is life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But another thing too. I mean, it's like you said, it's a way out. When I get home and I'm frustrated about what's
Hmm.
going on at jobs,
Hmm.
oh, and I got an hour and a half to play my Xbox before my wife get home.
Right.
Oh, it's a plus. I
Right.
mean, you're just not there just for the heck of it. I mean, it's just there just for you to be there. I mean, just for you to have something to do,
Right.
chill out, cool out, and everything. Same thing for movies. That's why I don't get when people want to turn around and criticize every damn movie out there. I don't get that. I mean that's even close for video games. I'm like, don't criticize a video game. I mean, if you can do better, help them. But
Right.
Matt, shut up. Enjoy your game.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the way I see it is, I mean, people gonna have their opinions, and so that's fine. But yeah, the ultra negativity that a lot of these so-called gamers have is what I can't get behind that either. At
Right,
some point, you got to talk about something that you like. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But in some of these, I swear, some of these YouTubers talk. They don't like gaming. Or this shit is just a job to them, and I could tell. I could tell just
Yeah,
by the way they talk about some of these games.
yeah.
But yeah. October's looking stat. Gaming is still great, and but other than that, everybody, we're about to head out. Thank you for joining this episode, of The Unlimited Truth. I know in the middle of the day, not my usual thing. Like Black Mamba said, I'm out here shadow dropping podcasts. I promise you guys, I don't mean to. I'm trying to get on a semi regular schedule, but but a lot of that is just that I got my own thing going on. That the exiled unlimited families got their own thing going on. Hell, I can't even get in touch with people like Erock or Day anymore. so so yeah. But with that said, guys, you guys have a great rest of your week, and we are out.
Yeah, have a nice day, y'all.